What's up to all the comic freaks and geeks out there? It's your boy Davis, the comic freak on the CFG channel, and I'd like to say, hola! I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. I sure as hell, I know I sure as hell did. Man, I had to flew down to Dallas, went to go check out some Black Friday specials at their local comic shops, and I was not disappointed. In fact, I got a ton of comics I would love to share it with y'all today, and I will. But before I go through all of this, I once again like to thank. Man, I'm surprised I hit over 100 subscribers on my on the page on the CFG channel page. I really want to thank each and every one of you. I've been talking to a lot of new people, new faces. It's really cool to see how the comic community is growing. It also gives me a good state of mind of continuing to do these videos. So once again, thank you so much. Can't wait to be doing some more videos. I want to do a contest, but man, it is currently there's a shit ton of contests that's going on. Pardon my French, but I want to probably hold off just a little bit longer when it kind of cools down, and then I'll definitely set something up. But I always so I didn't forget. I'm going to do one. I know I will eventually. And as always, you can check us out on the website confreaksandgeeks.com, and where we do a lot of news reviews and comic book conventions and things like that. And or as always, just subscribe to our YouTube channel, the CFG channel, where you can see me, and we can all be best friends there. So anyways, let's get back to it. Like I said, Black Friday, one of the best times of the year to go pick up some good comics, maybe get some good gems. And I went this time. It was a little bit different. I went back home to see my family, and never really went comic book shopping down in Dallas. And got some recommendations from some friends, and man, and I'm really glad I did. So, and I also got some of my CGC stuff I would love to show y'all too. So let's me start off with this book. All right, this is Death of X. This is the variant, the connecting variant. This one, it was actually hard for me to find this one over here on the Arizona side, but found this one for a good deal. Had to pick one up, and it's connecting one of the four connecting covers to it. This was number one. This is number two, and just love the detail of this book. So I'm glad I got this. I'm gonna be looking for number three and four, so that will be mine in the near future. Okay, got X-Men, worst X-Men ever, 2 of 5. If you haven't heard about this series is really great. It's a nice little mini series. It's about this boy who has a mutant power, but he's only able to do this power like once, and the only power that he had, or his power, was to explode, but he dies if he explodes. So this is just basically just the trials and tribulations of this guy trying to find his place in the X-Men. And the art's great, the story is great by Max Bemis. Would definitely suggest to pick this one up, especially for I think I got this not even $1. I think it were like 50 cents. But I got number 2, number 4, and number 5. I'm not really familiar with Michael Walsh's work, but his style is really good. I would definitely think he's very underrated. So I hope he does some more. I hope I get to see him some more with some other pieces. But yeah, this is a good book to check out. Now, was able to go to another comic shop here to finally finish my Volume 2 run of Uncanny X-Men. So got a good copy, good deal for Uncanny X-Men number 5, number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10. I love this cover. I don't know, this is freaking awesome, especially the destruction there. Number 11 with Juggernaut Colossus, and number 12. I've been looking for these for a long period of time, and surprisingly enough, I was fairly surprised on how hard it was to complete this set. There wasn't really anything that really stood out on these ones, but The places that I went to didn't barely had any of these, so or the ones that they did have were a ton of the ones I already had in stock. So I was definitely glad I picked these ones up for incredibly cheap. I think all this only cost me what, like five, maybe $6. So definitely glad I'm stoked to finally finish volume two. Now just need to finish volume one. All right. In my last video, I also showed I was a fan of the Justice Society. So this this time I found a jackpot in Dallas for some Justice Society and some good covers from Alex Ross. So had to pick up the very first one that came out. Ooh, was this crooked? Nope. Yeah, so number one that came out with number two, number three, number four, number six, number seven, number eight. Still keeps on going, folks. Number 10. Ooh, need to clear that out. Number 11. And number 12. These Alex Ross covers are just amazing. So I love to get these, and the hunt still continues for this series. I think there was like 50 issues on this one, but I am definitely up for the challenge. I also picked this one up. X-Force number 18. Executioner's Song. This is like a brand new copy. This wasn't even removed. The plastic wrap wasn't even removed off of this. Trying to volume one of the X-Men series. I have I think it's 94. I have number 94 all the way up to 544, but now I'm just going to try to fill the cross series up now. So I'm looking for some X-Force and some X-Factors. I need to find the Executioner Song singles, so that's what I'm in the process of doing. Found this for a really good price, and just picked this one up. All right. And randomly came across this little series here. Here we go. Superman Confidential. This one's with the great late Darwin Cook, rest in peace, with Tim. I've never understood his last name. I don't know if it's Sale or Saleh, or I don't know. But this was a really good Superman story that Darwin Cook did back in, I think it was 07 or so. That was a pretty good one to pick up. I think it was very underrated from the most part, but the style, the art, Darwin definitely brought his A game on this one. Would definitely suggest to pick this sucker up. I think I got the whole series. Well, not the whole complete series, but the Darwin Cook run. So number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for that. So I was glad I was definitely glad I came across that. All right. Now, also, last video, if you haven't checked, check it. It was a really cool video I did. My girl loved Wonder Woman. I was wanting to do a Wonder Woman run. I wasn't really feeling it as much for the most part, but now I am completely hooked. So my drive now was to get the whole Adam Hughes run, since Adam Hughes is one of my favorite artists, and it's thanks to this sale that I came across one comic book shop that that had everything that was back issued for $1, except if they were on the wall. I think it was like 5 or 10. I don't even remember, but it was amazing how many Wonder Womans I found on this one. So sit tight here. So went into a long box, found number 143, 144. Just look how gorgeous this is. Well, this one was a wall, so I think this was a $10 book here. 150, 151, 152. Just love those eyes, man. It's just ferociousness. 155, 156, 158, 164. It still keeps on going. 165, 167. Man, need to clear that out. 169, 173, 174, 191, 194, 195, and 197. I literally picked up, I think, 20 books of Wonder Woman Adam Hughes run. And I think I got some of those were doubles that I picked up. Maybe I got out for about maybe $22, $23 total. So I was surprised I found that big of a Wonder Woman stash over in Dallas. So thank you to that store. I really appreciate that. Okay, so I got all my Wonder Womans. I decided to head back home, and I went to one last comic shop along the way, and I just decided to just see what they had. They didn't really have a big amount of back issues, but they did have some good wall books. Had a really good special. Decided to see if there was anything I was interested in, and came across two that I was really interested in again. But I got duplicates of these now. I'm definitely glad I got these, picked these up. The first one I picked up was an X-Men number 266. That's the first appearance of Gambit, and that one is I love the look of this. So I think it was an Adam Kubert look, but definitely picked this up. But I was really excited about this one. X-Men number 4, the first appearance of the new X-Men team with Colossus, Wolverine, Storm, Banshee, and Nightcrawler. Definitely, when I saw that, I was like, "Oh, it's for that much, really?" And this copy is really nice. I mean, there's a page break or a color break, like maybe where at his nose, but the spine is perfect. I was like, "Wow, okay." So let me go. Would be stupid to say no to that. So I just picked those two up, and that was it for that store. So that was a really nice gems I picked up. All right, finally I got my second to last shipment of CGC stuff from Long Beach Comic Con, and I looked at it. I was just trying to see. Like I was praying I was going to get some good grades, in which this time I did. Quality of the case itself was a lot better, a ton better from the one I got last time from Dallas Fan Expo. So here are some of the ones. This is the one I picked up from my friend that was there with me. Oop. Just zoom that out. All right, this is a Superman American Alien number 3 uh, variant. This one's with Joel Jones, the Joel Jones variant. So this one was a very nice pickup that my friend picked up at the show for, I don't even know, but he definitely got a good deal on it. So congrats to him on this. Now, I also got one of those too, the one I brought at home from home, and this one was the same one, but a 9.8. So this was a freaking awesome find that I was definitely psyched up about. Now the only problem I had, well, not really a problem. You know what? No, I'm not going to say anything. It's not bad. It was great. I'm definitely glad I got this back as a 9.8. Now the last thing that was really cool was one of my favorite artists, Mike Mayhew, was at the show, and I told him how much I loved his art. He was really flattered by it, and we kind of got into a good discussion. So I told him I had my Star Wars 15 cover, and he was He said he really liked making the Obi-Wan and all the details and stuff on it. And I was like, yeah, I definitely was a big fan of it. And so he just said, so I gave him the book. He was, so he signed it. Then he took a pause. And he was like, you know what? Can you come back tomorrow? And I'll give you the book back. And I was like, you know what? There's nothing nothing wrong is gonna happen with the book if he's the one that he wants to do something to it. So, yeah, I'll take the risk. I'll gamble and see what you got. So, I'm glad I gambled. And he comes back, and he says that he was doing these special sketches. Like, well, originally he was selling just his special sketches to a certain amount of books. And he said he had an idea what he wanted to do with this book, and I was like, oh, cool. So what did you do? So I thought it was going to be a black and white sketch, like a little small sketch thing on the book. But no, he went the next step. So this is the Star Wars number 15 sketch variant by Mike Mayhew. He did the sketch, and he made his own little mouse droid. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. Yeah, made his own little mouse droid there. And I was like, what? I was expecting, oh, okay, cool. This is awesome. So he decided to go above and beyond in his time to make a special mouse droid with color and detail. So I was definitely was like, man, you should not have done that. I was really appreciative to what he did. It was really nice. Got this back as a 9.8, which made it even better. And yeah, so he was. I'd have to say that's probably the coolest thing that anyone's done for me at the event, especially as a surprise. So thank you so much, Mike Mayhew. I know you don't listen to this, but thank you if you ever do. This was a really cool thing that you did, and I really appreciate it. So, but other than that, that is my haul. Oh, once again, thank you for subscribing. If you want to see more of these hauls, please give us a like, or give us a like on the CFG channel or this video, and just click on subscribe, and just make this community grow even bigger, and just say hi. I mean, I love talking comics, and we'll go with it. So once again, this is Davis signing off. Y'all stay freaky geeky.